And welcome back, Firewood Addicts, to another episode of Travis Does Firewood. Today we got a few orders to fulfill. Go. Alright, so the other day I got a message from one of my good customers, and he wants two premium kindling bundles at 10 a piece, and he wants 20 firewood bundles, pending if I have inventory. Well, I have inventory. I do, and I'll fulfill orders as they come in. I mean, if I run out of wood, I run out of wood. But I'm not opposed to buying firewood. In fact, I may have something on the line, but it would be for potentially personal use because it's maple, and it is they're not great cuts. Like, I don't understand how someone can advertise a cord if the pieces aren't 16 inches. That's what a cord is. Like, I had a guy who had a cord of wood for $200, and it was apparently seasoned, or he had wood. He had wood, different species, and it was seasoned. And I'm like, well, that's a good deal. I could do that. So message him, how long are the pieces? And he's like, 12 to 14. What? That's not a cord. I mean, yes, if you have a trailer and you know, based on using a tape measure, if you throw it in, or if you stack it in there, or your dump truck, you know how much a third of a cord, a half cord, a cord is, right? But and I know that with my parents' dump trailer. So in theory, I could get, volume-wise, a full cord of wood. But the issue is, I can't resell, I can't flip that wood. I would have to mark it as offcuts and small pieces, and I want to get the full potential out of that resale. Because in this wood yard, I try my best to sell quality firewood. That's what come on, wheelbarrow. That's what I try to promote on this channel, is selling quality, necessarily not quantity, in terms of firewood. So, with that said, I have not pulled the trigger on those two potential buying wood opportunities. Now, I may have some more wood coming in the wood yard, but I have those cottonwood logs that I still have to get rid of, and that is a pending episode coming out. It's just I'm having a hard time getting through those logs because it's been so hot. I've had other issues, which you will see in the episode that's coming up, which I hope that will not be a part series, because it's taking me a long time to get through that wood. So right now I'm building one of two premium cedar kindling bundles. I was outside this morning with the timber champ splitting up my cedar slabs, so I have enough cedar for premium. I have a lot from the previous episode. I have a lot of non-premium, and I made those bundles so I could have back that wheelbarrow, right? But I don't have any more premium, so I had to split this morning. In between, I had a phone call for a client at like 6 a.m. this morning, and I had to take one of the kids to daycare. Anyway, it's been a very busy day, and I wanted just to another episode of me chatting with you and about various things while I'm being productive. So this order is for, like I said, two premium cedar kindling bundles, and 20 firewood bundles. So I'll share with you what I have in mind. Okay, so my mistake. I looked at my phone and I have 2 orders, and both orders want two bundles of premium cedar kindling. So I may need to split some more cedar down, which is fine. It doesn't take that much time. It's just a matter of doing it. And again, I don't pre-split all that stuff because I'm making the slabs with the champion, and then I make kindling with the timber champ once the wood is seasoned. So that seems to work out for me. And I still have some slabs that are seasoning. I have some slabs that are already good to go. It's just a matter of having to split them down into small pieces like this size, yay, for my kindling bundles. And I think the kindling bundles definitely sell pretty well, and then whatever else is kind of wonky. Again, if you watch my channel before, you know that any pieces that are wonky or short or has holes or they're wavy, those go into the non-premium category, and those get sold at a lesser value of $5 for a half a cubic foot bundle. So needless, I need to make 4 of these total, so let's do that. First off, what I wanted to share is I hadn't had a podcast in a while, and I've been reaching out to folks. I've been trying to ask around, so I have a more diverse podcast of who I'm interviewing, right? For the sake of the podcast, to give more voice and say knowledge sharing, right? And I've been coming up short, and I don't want to badger people. People are busy, I understand that. So I've had a few people who are interested. I wanted to follow up with them. They said, yeah, I'm busy. One guy was like, yeah, I'll do it, but I'm not a planner. You just let me know when you're available. I'm like, well, I'm a planner. So so I put out a poll on YouTube whether the podcast was a waste of time, I don't like it, or I love it, keep going. And the majority said keep going. So I will continue to do it, but maybe not at the cadence of every Sunday, which is okay. That's fine. We can do as is, as the interviews come in, type thing, as people want to do them, because they're not live on purpose. So I can edit them. If you don't know this, the interviews are not live. They're recorded on Zoom, and then after that, I edit them down. I send them back to the interviewee to review, to confirm that they are 100% okay with being on YouTube, being on my podcast, because I don't want them down the line regretting anything for whatever reason. Usually I delete things that are obviously that need to be deleted on the interviews, but sometimes something is said, and I just want to give them the option of the opportunity to say, hey, I don't want that said. So, which is totally fine. I understand that. So that's how they normally go, interviews. So I have a few people interested, but nothing lined up. So the cadence of the podcast will not be every Sunday. It's going to be as I have an interview. Maybe I have 2 people come in one time, and we'll do back-to-back Sundays like I usually do. But as of right now, we're just going to do as they come in. So that's okay. I'm not upset about that, but I'm glad that people do enjoy the podcast. I know the podcast is not for everyone, and that's okay too. Definitely there's less reviews on the podcast than I do my regular episodes, which is totally fine, but I still think it's a really good idea, and I do appreciate the people who do like them chimed in on that poll. So that will be continued. Another thing I want to share is I got some stickers in the mail from other channels, so I wanted to share that real quick. My first one is from Jay Andre over at Old Iron Acres. I interviewed him recently, a few weeks ago, on my podcast. It was lovely. And he says on the envelope, when will they come out with chainsaw stamps? I think that's a great question, J. Andre. I appreciate that. I think that that's a really, really good idea. This guy has his own stationery. This is awesome. He writes here, Travis, you rock, man. Thanks for doing the interview with me, and thanks for motivating me to finish making these stickers, which I'll show you in a second. They're handmade, but they still look really, really cool. I'm still planning on doing a small teaser edit of the interview, putting it on his channel, so stay tuned on his channel for another snippet. What he's talking about is other channels, if they want to use the raw footage of the interview that I have with them, I give them access to that. As long as they tag me in it, I'm cool with that. Because I don't want to be like, oh, this is my channel and you can't take it. No, like, my channel is your channel. Like, this is about sharing knowledge. I'm not going to be open arms about you wanting to share. Like, I can help other channels and vice versa. I'm totally fine with that. I've been usually swamped with other things, which I totally hear you, buddy. Dying to get back his videos. You can, brother, J. Andre. So his stickers, they are pretty cool. I appreciate this. They came in different sizes. We got the bigger one. Check that out. And then we got a medium size. Woo! With a wrench on there. Pretty cool, J. Andre. I like it. And then the really, really bitty ones has a quarter. And you see that one or not. These are pretty cool. I appreciate these. These are awesome. These are awesome. And then I got another one for another YouTube channel. Check it out. These are from Log Cabin Firewood. The 2 different designs, 2 different logos. I like, and these are from Jack. Check those out. I love it. I love it. And Jack writes this real quick, a little note. I think it's weird when people send stickers that there's no note. People haven't done that yet, but I think it's good to send a little note, right? Travis up as well. Thanks for the sticker exchange. Yeah, so Jack wasn't on my podcast, but he reached out and wanted to trade stickers, which is great. I can do that. Totally fine. Thanks for the sticker exchange. Best of luck with everything. Cheers, Jack. So awesome. So those are 2 stickers. I have yet to put up any of my stickers I have received from other channels because I don't know where to put them. But I have a great idea, and my buddy Vic, who I interviewed recently on the podcast, he's gonna help me. So stick around for that. I will showcase these stickers. I promise. They're not going to sit in an envelope forever, folks. So don't feel that if you send me stickers that you will be neglected. They will be showcased, I promise. But I want to give them the respect that they need, not just put it on like a whiteboard and let the whiteboard mold or whatever, or get dirty or whatever. I want to give them justice, right, and respect. So I wanna do good work and make sure that I do that. So my buddy Vic's gonna help me. Hope he's watching right now. So thank you in advance, Vic, for your help on that. What I come up with is a good idea. I just have to connect with Vic because he's a super busy guy, which is totally fine. So, podcast talk, and sticker talk, awesome. I guess this could be like an episode on like channel updates. Not really much going on. I guess I was really concerned about the podcast. So I'm really glad I did that poll. People are so interested in it. It's just people are busy, and that I get. I think there's more downtime in the winter. Right now, people are scrambling to produce wood, sell wood, other things, summertime vacation with family, and that I get. And I don't want to pester people. I want to be that guy, and don't be that guy or that person, right? Don't be that way. So, that's that. I guess another thing I wanted to mention is if you sell firewood or are considering selling firewood, whether you're selling firewood for half cords or third of a cords only or bundles, however you want to sell, what I want to mention is if you get an order for wood, either they call you, they email you, they ping you on one of your social media accounts, either OfferUp or Craigslist or Marketplace, respond in a timely manner. And I'm not the only one on YouTube with a channel about Firewood to say this, so this is going to be a repeat. And I'm not copying their channel. This is what I need to take my own advice from what I've learned on other channels too. Act on those requests and respond right away, and then write it down. Or write it down in your planner, or put it on your Google Calendar account. Whatever you need to do, because it's embarrassing when the people contact you again and be like, okay, I'm ready for my order, and you're like, oh snap, I forgot about that. You messaged me yesterday, Thursday, whatever, and I'm not prepared. I don't have it. So you are in jeopardy, potentially, of losing that client. You want to keep them happy. You don't want to like overly sugarcoat things. You don't want to give them like a freebie or a discount, I mean, ideally, but you want to make sure that they are happy, satisfied, ideally happy with your product and with your service. Service and product. Product and service. You watch that video, you know what I'm talking about. So I've had 2 orders, and one messaged me, hey, I want wood on this date and this time. This is what I want. Can you do it? I said yes. And lo and behold, I told myself, I can remember a lot of things, but lo and behold, did not put it on my calendar, did not make a note on my desk. And the customer pinged me this morning saying, hey, I'm going to come by this morning or this afternoon. Is my order ready? No, it's not ready. Snap. So now I have to swallow my pride and say, I'm really sorry. I spaced on your order. I will start doing that right away. So I had to literally come out here at like 9 o'clock in the morning. I don't usually come out here in the yard that early, because I'm usually in the office in the morning. I want to be fresh mentally for my clients. So I work in the morning in the office, and then in the afternoon, when I can spend more time mentally at things and not have to go back in the office in the afternoon. So anyway, so that's now 2 bundles, cedar kindling premium. So that's how I do it. I don't know how you do it, I guess, but I think, come on. For a lot of us currently, now that there's a lot of heat waves, heat advisories right now throughout the U.S. in certain areas, not to mention storms, you work when you can in safe conditions. I do not advise people to force yourself to work in this heat. It's not safe, it's scary, it's dangerous, and processing wood, especially if you're not doing it full time, is not worth the health risks. I pushed myself the other day pretty hard with that cottonwood logs, and I worked for a few hours, like hard, like full blast, and I was exhausted. I was dead after that. The saw stopped working because it was hot and whatever, and I'll talk about that later in the episode, but don't push yourself. Don't push yourself. But anyway, I digress. My point was, when you have orders, respond promptly and then write it down. Whatever helps you do your orders, in your Google Calendar, in a planner, a notebook, whatever you use. Or if you're smart enough with memory, then use your mind. That's fine too. Whatever works for you, do it, and make sure that you are consistent, that you're going to act on those orders and fulfill them, so then you can, in the end, make that money and keep those customers as return customers. Because again, in my opinion, it's easier to keep customers than to make new ones. So I mean, new ones are great because then you can turn them into returning customers. But if customers are returning, keep them happy, and they will continue to buy from you. So if you're new to my channel, right now I'm sorting between premium and non-premium. So if I'm throwing stuff on the ground, it means it does not qualify to meet the standards of a premium bundle of wood. And you can see those other episodes if you're interested of how I make cedar kindling bundles and how I split it, etc. So anyway, let me make few more bundles here, and mainly some wood, and I'll get back at you. Alright, so if you saw me in the last clip, on my phone, I had one person reached out to me and another one for the first order. The first order was for 2 premium cedar kindling bundles and 2 firewood bundles. And I got, so 2 of those cedar kindling bundles were for him. I just had to wheel up the wheelbarrow, and then he went and picked them up, and that's done. So he thanked me, and he's on his way. Easy peasy, rock and roll. It was easy $30. So just some time on the Timber Champ, time to put wood in the jig, a little wrappy wrap, and money wood out the door, money in my pocket. So now I have my phone on. I'm sorry if you hear the ping. My phone is on non-vibrate right now because I'm waiting for another message from another customer. So don't mind me. Making bundles right now. So I have 3 wheelbarrows, or 3 stacks of wood. The wheelbarrow here of the fir I bought. The wheelbarrow here is the arborist wood that I tested a few pieces. It's good to go. It was like 3 months ago. I tested it. If it's too heavy, I'll not include it in the wood. But I tested a few pieces and it seems to be good to go. So I'm using it, and that's been what episodes I've used from them was like 3 months ago. And I think it was because the wood sat for so long not doing anything because people didn't want to cut into it. It was too big. It was cottonwood, whatever the case might be, and it sat there in the sun and the weather, and it, even in round form, got pretty dry. So I have been selling it, which is great because I like to sell at least 3 different species at my firewood stand for orders. So that's what I've been doing, and it's been working fairly well. So we've been doing good. We've been doing good on the firewood stand. So I still need inventory. I mean, sales are up right now, which is great. I mean, you saw the episode where I made $1,000 on one cord of wood. I mean, that's, I don't know. I think that's awesome. That is phenomenal. So just gonna fulfill this order for my good. That's a guy that I mentioned in a previous video. A neighbor lives in the next town over. He usually buys 10 firewood bundles and 2 premium cedar kindling bundles a week this summer, because he'll sit outside with his solo stove and just burn away and watch his phone and rock and roll. So that's what he does. So how many bundles do I have? So I was working out yesterday because it was so hot during the day. I didn't want to do much manual labor, but I had some daylight. So after one kid went down, first kid went down, I came outside to do bundles to prep for this order, like, because I remembered it. I'm like, oh snap, neighbor, like, I'm sorry again, like, I need to fill your order. Please don't ask me as your firewood supplier. So I made a few bundles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So almost halfway there. Almost halfway there. This is going to be a lot of inventory here, so I need to get on getting more of the arborist wood, or I may need to consider buying some more firewood. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I do maintain that in the summertime is the best time to buy firewood, or to get firewood, because a lot of times people, yes, people sell it for campfires and such like that, but people move into a house, they figure out that they'd have extra wood, they get trees cut down by the arborist, and they don't want the wood, but don't want to pay the arborist to take the wood away. Now's the time, folks, to get that cheap or free wood. So be on the lookout with your various groups and such. I think I have some free wood coming my way soon. Not the opportune time, because of all the logs that are in my driveway, but I need to jump on this or I'm gonna lose it. But I told the lady is I need to check the quality of the wood, because I'm not in the business. Even if the wood was for my personal self, I'm not gonna spend the time to load it on a trailer, bring it home and split it and stack it further, and then let it season or dry out or whatever for the fall time, if it's gonna be punky, if it's gonna be rotten. The wood has to be of a certain quality to have it be worth my time. For my sake, I'm gonna want to flip this wood, because it's all in rounds, it's cut and stacked. I don't know how or why they did that. So now I'm half done. Now I need 10 more firewood bundles. Here we go. It's in a pile, and I'm sure it's probably a cord worth of wood that is already bucked up. It looks like it's a 16 inches, and good to go. So I asked her, when was it processed? She says last summer, and it's stacked up off the ground, meaning the bottom row is probably bad. So that's that loss there. But it's alder wood. Now, alder is plentiful in this area, and a lot of people, I guess, want to use it for smoking wood. I'm going to use it for firewood to hopefully sell. So that's my plan of attack. But I think it's definitely one trailer load worth of wood. But I told her I need to check it. So I think maybe later today or tomorrow, before I load it into a trailer, I'm going to take all red with me and the Fiskars out and chop a few pieces, look at it, maybe bring the moisture meter to see how dried out it is, maybe look at the ends, see if any cracks. I don't want to bring my camera on location. I don't feel comfortable with that, even though I could ask, but let's just keep it friendly and not bother the neighbors giving me free wood. So hopefully that will happen soon, and you will all see that. But if the wood turns to crap, or wood is, I don't say crap, it's not worth my time. If it's punky, if it's rotted, we're not in the business to take people's garbage for them. That's not, no. I mean, if you want to burn punky wood in your own one stove, sure, why not? But that's how you want to roll. That's how you want to roll. Sure, but I don't want to sell punky wood. I want to sell quality stuff. So my customers keep coming back to me. So if it's, I mean, always, there's no, in my opinion, there's no harm, no foul to check the wood. If the wood is not of your standards, walk away. Don't pay for it. Don't load it in your truck or trailer. Just don't mess with it. Just say thank you, but no thank you. And yes, they'll be upset because they want to make the sale. They want to get this wood off their property, whatever the case may be. But if it's not to your standards, my suggestion is walk away politely. Now, I need to take my own advice because I have been summoned for free wood, and I get there and it's a few times like, why am I even taking it? This is garbage. And the people giving it away or selling it may not even know. They may not even know that wood goes bad, or it's rotted, or it's punky, or there's ants or insects in it, and they're just trying to do the kind thing or to recoup some of their costs from the tree cutter service who came, and they may not have any clue. So it's not their fault that they're trying to pawn off their garbage wood on you. So maybe give them the benefit of the doubt, right? In that case, not everyone's out to get you. Not everyone is not on your side, right? So this is gonna be a lot of bundles. Hopefully it's done in time. Okay, well, enough of me blabbing. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. I got another 9 bundles to make here, including this one here. And just if you get orders for firewood for sale, or if you don't sell firewood but people come to you because they see firewood in your yard, entertainment. Or if you sell firewood, either part-time or side hustle, get on those orders and maintain those customers. Keep them happy. Don't overreach, don't bend over backwards too much, but make sure that they feel that you were giving them service and a good product. Good of both, right? Anyway, until next time, I appreciate it. Life is too short to be a prick, so be kind to one another. Stay safe, stay cool, rock and roll, keep cutting.